And welcome back. Suplmnt is a black-owned business focusing on the urban culture and striving to raise awareness about the significance of hydration, health, and wellness within urban communities. And here now to share more, we've got the founder and CEO of Suplmnt, Jairus Morris. And good to have you, brother.
Good to have you, man. Thanks for having me here.
Yeah, well, you're tackling a pretty special topic. When we talk about water, obviously it is necessary for life.
Right.
But you're taking it to another level because you feel as though people need to know it from a different perspective.
Exactly. I definitely, I created it because insulated water bottles. The space was really being dominated by like the affluent white America, people that already, they try to say already know about hydration. And in the urban community, it's just something that just wasn't that talked about, at least for me growing up in South Philly. Nobody told me the importance of drinking water, staying hydrated, any things of those nature. So when I wanted to start this brand, I wanted to kind of focus more on the people versus how the other brands kind of focus more like on the environment.
Right. And so when we talk about hydration, what is it that we should be focusing on when it comes to hydration?
It's just knowing what to put in your body. A lot of times in urban communities, we focus on just drinking like high sugar drinks, Kool-Aid, juices. Most of the time, our parents never even tell us like after coming out from basketball to come in the house and like, yo, make sure you're drinking a proper amount of water per day, and we don't. So the long-term effects that this has on our health is kind of crazy. You think that some of these things are hereditary when most of the time you're just kind of doing the same things that your parents did before you. So if they didn't drink water, you're probably not drinking no water either.
And so when we talk about image is everything, right?
It is.
Image, everything, obey your thirst. We're not going to talk about that, but
Obey your thirst.
Oh, right.
Right.
But when you talk about thirst, obviously image and we look at your things, you got image here.
Right.
And you're saying that you're trying to create an appeal, I also think, for if you're not into water, here's a good way to get into it.
Yeah, so I'll give you the quick rundown. So like when I got into the industry, I saw a bunch of the different bottle brands, and most of them wanted to gear their product to like maybe like save the oceans, like plastic, or maybe they wanted to create the most indestructible bottle that if it fell, it didn't dent. So they weren't really thinking about the aesthetics. They were thinking more so about the environment and the actual product. So we wanted to design this to like actually appeal to the consumer that we wanted to target, which was the urban affluent black and brown community. So we decided to like do different elements because we're big in sneaker culture. Everybody knows we love to wear sneakers and fashion and stuff like that. So we wanted to make sure we incorporated different elements such as rubber boots, like symbolizes the bottom of your shoe, the shoestring carrying loop, different pop colors and stuff like that, so it can actually like go aesthetically with your outfit versus like taking away from it. So we wanted to make it more like a cool thing to do, a fashionable thing to do, while us preaching the whole entire message of hydration. So the more people that have the bottles, the more you'll see and realize that okay, people are starting to like pick up on hydration based on like the messaging that we have behind the brand.
Right. So many times this is the first door opener to be able to see this and say, hey, and now we have a conversation about hydration.
Exactly. The first black-owned insulated water bottle brand in the market, period.
That's it.
That's it.
And for you, that's got to be a great feeling knowing, first of all, that you're helping the culture, but at the same time also embracing it too.
Yeah. I think that's what it's all about. It's embracing the culture, but they gotta identify with it. The other brands, I felt as though like I didn't identify with it. So that's really how I came up with it in the first place. I would, go to their websites, check out their marketing, see who they're targeting, and I was like, man, like, I don't know about you, but I haven't been hiking on Mount Everest or in the middle of the ocean in Canada kayaking. So I wanted to, create a brand that resonated with us, like, playing basketball, going to cookouts, different things like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got here.
So we have a few. Walk us through some of what's.
Yeah, so I wanted to bring a couple different flavors, a little bit of varieties. We do, we have tumblers. This is a 20-ounce tumbler. Also keeps your stuff cold. We work with different artists. We like to shed light on different small town artists that, don't really get to put their merchandising on different products. So, we have the capabilities to do all different kinds of custom bottles. So this was an artist we work with out of Las Vegas. But we also do the corporate thing. We do corporate gifting, corporate bottles. This is a bottle that we did with the Yankees in Poland Spring. And then I wanted to just kind of showcase a couple of the other, just like our basic colors, as well as like the straw lid bottles and everything like that we have. These are our 24-ounce tumblers. Keep your stuff cold 24 hours, hot for 12.
For yourself, as you look and you say, hey, I want to look towards the future, What are some of the things you're trying to do?
Yeah, so I mean, we're all about hydration. So honestly, it's really just creating more ways to educate the community on hydration, whether it's creating the larger sizes, which we do have coming up. But there are a lot of different things that we're trying to do. Set up hydration stations in urban communities so that people can, have like a central place to get clean water. Because just right over the bridge in Newark, they have a problem with lead in their water. So we've been partnering with like the Newark Water Coalition to make sure that we're donating bottles to make sure that people in that community can have like actual clean drinking water. So it's different. It's different. A ton of different things like that. There's a ton of cities that we got to reach. So the more we grow, the more we can do.
And you also have, and you spoke about giving back, and that's
Right.
also a portion of what you do.
Yeah.
Stuff that's
Big thing.
that you earn. Talk about your give back policy.
Yeah. So our give back, our whole entire thing towards give back is pretty much, we have single wall bottles as well as these ones. So we partner with different nonprofits. So far as the one in Newark, we have one in Chicago. We partner with these different communities that have issues drinking water, or maybe like the Boys and Girls Club, they have different issues with people not drinking enough water. So we like to show up, we like to talk about hydration, give a lot of hydration facts. Some people don't even know how much water they should be drinking, or if they should even drink water every day. Knowing that you can get water from fruit, that's a whole nother different topic. So it's just so much different things as far as like the education piece, because once you give somebody the education, then they're able to kind of go out and just like kind of figure stuff out and make better decisions going forward. So the give back is us donating bottles, doing hydration stations, but most importantly, giving people like the tools so they can make better decisions going forward.
Jairus, how do people get in touch if they want to know more about hydration, get connected on the hydration front, or just want these beautiful bottles?
Yeah, man, listen, go to our social media, Suplmnt, Suplmnt. We're constantly doing cool stuff on there as far as educating on the importance of hydration, doing it in a more comical, fun way that you can follow, as well as our website. We're constantly posting and doing stuff like that. But also, social media is probably the best place because you'll be able to see where we're at, where we're going, where I'll be speaking next. And you can go to www.suplmnt.com where you can grab all these different flavors of bottles. And if anything, shoot us a DM.
Yeah.
Love to talk.
Is there a misconception that you find when you're out there talking to people about hydration? Because I think so many times people think that, it's not cool to drink water.
Yeah, that's the biggest misconception. Honestly, when I do these vending events outside and I'm like talking to people trying to get them to come to the table to get a bottle, the first thing they say is like, man, I don't even drink water like that. And it's just like, what I mean? It's just one of those things that we kind of got to overcome as like a culture. Because like I said, you're kind of just doing what people before you were doing. So like if you didn't see other people drinking water, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to drink water. And then just, later on in life when you diabetes start kicking in, high blood pressure, all that stuff, you're like, man, this stuff runs in my family. Like, nah, man. Remember 10 years ago you said it wasn't cool to drink water?
Right.
But so like how we do it is we just try to make it more cool, like, doing cool collabs with different other cool brands. Like this bottle we did with Slam. Everybody's familiar with Slam Magazine.
Right.
And, like stuff like this helps validate the whole point. Like, yo, man, like even, the brands you grew up on is trying to promote drinking water. So, do yourself a favor.
Jairus, pleasure meeting you, man.
You already know,
Thank
man.
you so
Appreciate
much.
it. Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I want to let people know now, if you want more information, visit the website at Suplmnt.com. And then also follow them on Instagram at Suplmnt. We encourage you, don't go anywhere. We got more open coming up right after this. We got to get hydrated.